The city of Denver is ripping out some pavement, all as a plan, part of a plan at least, to try to cool down the city on days like today. They're focused on urban heat pockets. These are places where the asphalt and the pavement radiate heat, and a lack of trees for shade make things even hotter. 9 News reporter Steve Steger is live in 5 Points this morning, where the temp is heating up. You're in short sleeves, and this is just the latest place for the focus of this program.
It is, Jenny. I want to give you an idea because I was curious when we pulled up this morning to know what this area looked like before this project started. So here it is on the map. You can see this strip next to me was just pure asphalt before. And that's what a lot of this area is like. But this is what it looks like now. They have completely ripped out the asphalt here. They've put in some native landscape. They've got native plants, some pebbles, and they've planted these trees. Now, these trees are meant to provide shade. You gotta kind of squat to get into the shade right now. The goal is for these to grow up and provide more shade as this goes along. Now, I'm gonna give you a couple of acronyms here. The Department of Transportation and Infrastructure, DOTI, they call this program the Swift Implementation of Green Infrastructure, SIGI, or SIGI. And they are getting SIGI with it right now in 5 Points. Several projects set to be completed by year's end here. They're also looking to focus on Lincoln Park and Valverde neighborhood. They want to focus on neighborhoods that desperately need this work, that are both hot and haven't had the historical levels of investment that other neighborhoods have.
You know, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. And all we can control is today. So we got these trees in the spring. If you can see them, they're still kind of small. They're not providing a ton of shade. When they grow up, like some of the trees across the street, they'll really provide shade, and they're really cool, the sidewalk and the street.
So here's a stat for you. Denver's SIGI guy says that when you have a street like this, where you have trees lining the sidewalk, the pavement is about 7% cooler than it is on streets where you don't have tree-lined areas. So they're going to focus on this now. They've got a lot of projects lined up. What they look for in areas like this, they look for places where there aren't a lot of trees. They look for places where there seem to be unnecessary concrete, like there used to be only asphalt here on the berm of the road. It didn't really make much sense. But they're also looking for areas where there's ice and water problems in the wintertime, because you'll see in this area, it's not just a native landscape, it's also good for drainage here. They've built some stormwater drainage so they can move some of the water that stacks up in the street, off of the sidewalk, and get it to a safer place to make it safer in wintertime. So it's a step to keep people cool and keep people safe in winter. We're live in Denver. Steve Steger, 9 News.
All right, Steve Steger getting SIGI with it on this Wednesday morning.